And welcome everybody to my tutorial video number 4. I'm your host, Encon, the Minister, and we're looking at the German combined nation with Italy. The deck type, of course, is mid-range in value. I'm not sure, as I said in the first couple of videos, I'm not sure know exactly what it means, but their value deck exactly, unless it's more health and attack, or does mid-range mean that most of the action starts from there. But anyhow, as we've seen from the last video as well, that did make a couple of errors in reading a card, or to show you that mishaps can really happen, and again, well, it could happen again today. So we're looking for our fourth reward of the FW190A, and the upcoming battle is packed with action. We're going all in. Your first bomber is ready. We'll learn more about the smokescreen ability, and you'll learn about the deployment effects and how to strategically use the retreat effect. Okay, so let's get right into it, guys, and we are going to be doing all the tutorials. So I think there's like the 7 on all of the nations, and we are going to be doing them all to at least get an idea. And also, guys, as I was mentioning, everybody, I'm not able to buy or do financial transactions due to the encroachments of the financial blockings and things like that, or banking infrastructures. So I'm unable. So the cards that I have are the cards that I can only play by making. So I am thankful for the opportunity for the game to give me the ability to at least play and have some decent fun. And the cards that I get, I'll be earning or working hard for at this time. But anyhow, let's get into it here now. We've got the message from the HQ. We are approaching the fortified position. Try to get the front line easily, and to protect your airfields in the back, you can expect stiff resistance from the enemy. Hang in there. Okay, so let's continue. So they're going to give me that. I guess they call this the fodder card. Personally, guys, if I was playing this, I would never use this drop as a beginner. I would use it for an actual backup, because at 1 defense, you're putting down a 2-drop for a 3-drop or something. It can be quite nice, especially if you're moving up, or if you're moving up a 1-drop with a 1-1, and as an example, you turn it into a 1-2 or a 1-2 to a 1-3. I would use it in that context. But anyhow, that's because a little bit knowing sort of what's going on. But anyhow, we threw the card up. Again, we're doing the Stalingrads and put the 3-1. Now, as I understand, they've got the smoke screen. So we've drawn a unit with smoke screen, and the Stug 3F under smoke screen cannot be attacked, but it can be, as I understand, attacked with the specialty cards or things like that. But it says cannot be attacked by units. A unit loses smoke screen if it moves or attacks. Guard units or the front lines cannot have smoke screen. And I think under some kind of buffing thing, this may happen as well, but I may be wrong on that part too. So anyhow, we dropped the second card as they asked. We're following the instructions as close as we can, and we see we've got our HQs are pretty low in the health. So I'm understanding now that we're probably deployment. So you've drawn a Panzer 38T tank, has deployment effects, triggers when you play it from your hand. An extra card is drawn. For some deployment effects, you must choose a target and deploy the unit. So, and of course, yes, there's always be aware of the deployment, guys. And I thought that it was, when I first played it, was every time that after I had it, the cards are permanent. Some deployments are also temporary, so we've got to be mindful of that too. Generally, I put my smoke size, as I mentioned a couple of videos back. It was the second one, that cards, if you had extra cards popping in, they usually come in from the right side to the slide left, and cards that I got smoke screen or some kind of different alternative or fodder, I will put on my left side. All right, so we're going to end the turn. Ooh, yeah, the Volks Grenadiers. All right, get some meaty stuff going on. All right. So now we're going to put this up here, and now the battle's going to start getting to go. And here we go. Now we've got the bomber. I've drawn the Ju-87B2 bomber unit. Bombers can attack anywhere on the battlefield. Bombers are extremely effective offensive units, but very vulnerable when on the defense. Try to give them protection, especially against enemy fighter units. Bombers are not dealt damage by the units they attack, except by fighters. They ignore guard status. Bombers deal no damage when defending. So yeah, if they're defending, they're like a freebie target. So we've got to be mindful of that. So naturally, we can't put the bomber up right now until we clear this. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that. And then we'll see our credits are going to move here. Then we're going to get rid of that. And I'm able to move this up to the line. And I'm probably going to do the same here. I'll probably just start now flooding the board slightly, just so I can get the use of this bomber out. Because once the bomber's out, it's actually quite good. And then it'll give us a dive bombing. Ooh, look, that was a good play. There we go. So we got hard. All right, now we've got just the straight infantry here. So see, now we've got a 4 and 1. What would I do here? Yeah, probably just that. I'm not going to attack yet, but I will drop the bomber down. Hopefully that we get to use it. There's the dive bombing. And we can 1 damage to enemy unit or set the attack. And again, very important to read the cards, guys. So this is good against like cards that have 1 health. Very nice. Or if you're going to do an AoE or some kind of attack, and then it's a good one combination. 1 drop, 1 damage, I think is also decent as well. Especially if it removes a card. So it's card for card, right? Okay, let's see. Oh, we're going to have a bomber coming in. Ooh, now this is bad. Okay. So, deployment. The Hummel has a very useful ability when it enters the battlefield. But only if you have already control of the tank, you can deploy it to send the enemy fighter back to its hand following the unit that attacks freely. So, if I control a tank, target enemy must retreat. Okay, so I do control a tank, so I'm going to put the Hummel down. Boy, we're going to have some long range, and here we go. So we get to put the fighter back. We get to move this up, and now we're going to put 2 to this. Now we've got now the deployment that was done. So of course they retreat, and now of course they're going to come back. And if they have a removal card, so we know we've got the LA5, we sent it back. Okay, we're going to get damage. Ooh, okay, we hit the bomber. I probably would have hit that one, but that's okay. Let's put the game for you. There we go. So now the first thing I want to do is definitely going to take out our damage. That could possibly hurt. And I also, when I'm playing, I do like to try to maybe utilize my credits first, especially if I have slight cart advantage. And yeah, we'll put the bomb into that. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're down to 4. And let's, you know, we're going to save on that one. Yeah, we're going to do it like this. I'm not going to hit the 2 yet, just to see what gets thrown out. We're going to prolong this a little bit so we get to see some format to see how you can make decisions. Because sometimes people I see, they go, oh, I have a 3-4, I'm going to throw it up, or something like that. Okay, so now it's interesting that they put this plane up, and this is what I want to play a little bit longer, because now we have this deal to a damage, and its attack is 0. So now we're going to turn this into a 4. And now technically I can bomb it. Now if this was not, attack was done, this bomber would be dead as well. So I am going to put 3 into it like so. And it's going to leave us 1, and then we can use just our simple little guys like that. And this is really utilizing your board, guys, when you do something like this. Now I have a choice that I can simply blow it from the back, or I can just roll the tank into it, or if I really want to be, you know, a BM player, as they say, bad manners, well, you can just keep on doing it and flood the board. But we do have 5, and just to show you what utilizing the screen is all about, you're only allowed to have 5 cards in the back here like this. And so now if I use this, I'm going to use the credit, or I can save that and literally attack. But we're going to finish it here because the videos are supposed to be short. But pretty much this is the event that happens. And unless they have a total board clear, which I doubt, but the whole idea is just to give you an idea of how to utilize your card. And I look at the deck power as well, which is important versus attack. So I think when you get, you know, 1 2s or 2 3s or 3 4s up, these are pretty nice cards to have. The opposites, I think the aggressive decks are usually less health. So unless they don't get the pound, it's different and okay. Anyhow, so we're going to pound this out anyway. So here we go. We're going to finish this next little video here. And we're going to begin our reports, which I think is just fantastic. And look at that. Ain't that just great? And we got the victory. Okay, and we got Germany, we're level 4, and we click, and there we go. So now we've got added to our deck. Now we get, when we draw this card at 6, we automatically get a card after we drop this fella down. So that means we get a card upon the field, and it could be good or bad. So unless you have a couple of credits after it, the card that pops up could potentially be used immediately if you have like a 7 or 8 credit. Other than that, or just puts a piece of meat. And a 5/5 I think is pretty decent. It's got the extra credit. I think like anything that drops equal to the number is a pretty good card, but we get a little bit less value this way due to the fact that it's a 5/5, but it does draw the card. So potentially how you design your deck is what happens. Alright, so anyway, we're on the right track. After completing this German unlocking campaign, you can continue unlocking USA, Soviet, Japan, and Britain, which we will do all these by video, guys, no worries. We're not going to fast forward it. I did see some videos where some players never really showed it and thought it would be boring, but I think it's not, because people truly need to kind of understand how to play this and maybe getting a different perspective. And you can look at other people's, and you can look at my videos and say, oh yeah, NCon could have done that or that too, and this is a tutorial. Well, guess what? Yeah, that's the point. We're all going to make mistakes or things like that. So on our next video, number 5, we're going to be looking at the guard and ambush battles. So for that next video, we're going to do that. And for the moment, I will spin on my camera, and that's me. I'm your host, NCon, the Minister, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.